Hi everyone, this is Sam from Gamereactor here, and with Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, we're live at IEM Katowice, and we're here with Quackniix from Fnatic. You've just won your first match. Can you tell us a bit about what went into that match and why you won it?
So yeah, going into any series, we will just, do our style, make sure to play our meta, but we have to watch out because since we feel we are the stronger team or the strongest team even in the whole tournament, we have to watch out so we don't get cheesed, because I think a lot of other teams, especially like looking at the smaller regions, even NA, they should look to have something up their sleeves or just straight up cheese us. They should not try to take a standard composition versus a standard composition. So we just have to make sure that we are prepared and yeah, we don't quack up in draft.
Yeah, cool. So what other teams are you sort of not fearing, but what other teams are you wary of in the tournament?
It would be Tempo Storm for sure, which is the first seeded team from North America. We haven't actually played them. I don't even think we scrimmed them at BlizzCon. I don't think they have done a super strong showing yet, but they're still, outside of the European scene of course, they're still the one team to look out for the most.
Fnatic have obviously had a lot of success. What has been the key to your success over such a long period of time?
I think that's just the thing, that we have been together for so long now that we're starting to become like a really stable and solid team, because we have done a lot of roster changes and we have had many problems obviously with just in-game stuff and outside the game, communication, motivation, you name it, But we're finally find a roster that feels like home. So it's just about working hard, and since we're all at the highest level of skill within our roles, it's just up to us to keep improving and don't let others catch up with us.
Cool. Do you think the fact that it's an all-Swedish team helps?
It does help for sure. It's way easier to communicate, and also, it feels like we're more. I don't know, that doesn't necessarily have to do with the fact that we're Swedish, but we're all so good friends.
Yeah.
And I think it's easier to create that bond when you're all Swedish, because I know when things get tough, it's way easier to communicate and all that. I don't know.
Yeah. What do you think about the Heroes of the Storm esports scene in general, with the HGC has obviously started up? What do you think about all this?
I think it's really cool. It's a big investment, of course. And it's really cool to see how much work and money they're putting into the scene, and hopefully it will help the esport grow for sure. It should attract more sponsors, which is really good for the game, and the fact that more teams should be able to stabilize and also put more work into the game, because if you don't have a solid income, it's hard for you to put as much time as you want to into the game, right? Yeah. Because you might have to work or whatever. But here they have really given every team the chance to straight up focus on Heroes as a full-time job, which is really cool. So I just hope with time it will become a really, really good esport.
Cool. You said you guys are all good friends and that helps you play. Do you hang out when you're not playing Heroes of the Storm as well?
We don't really hang out that much. Me and Smexy and Breeze live really close to each other. I think I'm 1 hour away from Breeze and 10 minutes away from Smexy. We even live in the same city. But we don't really hang out that much outside, because that's the thing, this is kind of a work, right? Yeah. So we play 6 hours a day, and on top of that solo queue and so on. So whenever you have free time, at least for me, and I guess for most of them, you want to hang out with your actual in real life friends, which you barely meet, or for me, I'm with my girlfriend most of the time. But it's something I want to do more for sure, especially with Smexy and Breeze, since they are so close. Yeah.
Does it ever feel like work playing this game, or do you still have a lot of fun doing it?
That's the thing that comes down to persons individually, I think. I think that's the way I feel. For me, it's my job, my career, straight up. So when we're playing, it's 100% serious. It should be focused and so on. And it tends to get a bit that's the problem, that we're such a good friends group that sometimes it tends to be, if we win 5 games in a row versus a lower tier team, it can tend to get a bit trolly. But I just step the foot down. What do you say?
Take each step as it comes.
Yeah, I just make sure that we're here to practice. This is our work. Let's not like fool around, even though we're stomping.
Yeah.
This is our work, so yeah, we just focus all the time.
You said in the end of the press conference that shout out to your fans. How important are your fans to you?
They're really important. I mean, it's I don't know. It's just such a good feeling to have so many fans and everybody backing you up, because when it's not going so good, they're there to support you and pick you up, and when it's going good, they just keep your momentum riding. So it's really, really cool.
Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.